Hey guys, hey, this is Nay. Follow me on IG, Twitter, and Periscope at Nay Rob on YouTube. Now, let's talk childhood. Okay, guys, first on my lip, this is the Jeffree Star Dominatrix. I love it. Normally dark brown don't do well on me, but I kind of like it. It gives a different look to me. Okay, guys, I'm doing this video as a result of seeing my sister S_Hutchison, who who's seen a childhood tag video from Sandy Sandridge, and I've given her a shout out before. I like her. She has beautiful hair. She's another natural sister, but she has, I forget the name of those locks that are really thin. But anyway, I love her hair. But and then S_Hutchison, I said, let me go ahead and do this because I have said before that I am the oldest daughter. And I just wanted to make this video for not only the oldest daughters, but maybe the only girl. Like one of my subbies is like, she says she's the only girl out of all the boys, like Troy from Crooklyn. And I'm making this video because of us and how the only girl or the oldest girl is basically like the part-time parent. And what happens sometimes is our childhood gets stolen from us. And it's not that the mother or the single mom is being deliberately vindictive. I just think that they don't realize what they're doing. The first question is, where did I grow up? Okay. Originally, my family started out in Southwest DC. Then we moved to Sursum Quarters, that's Northwest. Then we moved to Michigan Park, that's Northeast. Then when my mom and my stepdad got a divorce, that's when we moved to the hood. Sursum Quarters was the hood, but we ended up on Morton Street in the 80s during the crack epidemic. So that was definitely the hood. And my childhood was spent uptown, Northwest DC, in 640. If any of you guys know anything about 640, if you're from, the DMV area, then you know that, yeah, okay, yeah. Anyway, number two, was I a good kid? Yes, I was a very good kid. I have always been a great person. My core has always been good. But because of the fact I was so locked down, I didn't really have a life outside of like taking care of my sister, that I did a lot of sneaking around, meaning like at nighttime, in order for me to have a life, I would, and I said my mom worked like 2 jobs. I would do a lot of sneaking around. Like, so at nighttime, I would sneak out the house so that I could hang out with my friends. And, that's just what happened, because all my days and nights consisted of was making sure that my sister, who is like, I think she's like 7 or 8 years younger than me, was taken care of. I couldn't go play, or go hang out with my friends after I got out of school. I had to come straight home because I had to make sure that someone was there to open the door for my sister, to make sure she did work, did her homework, or just made sure that she was able to touch down first. And I always had to stick like close to home. There was no after school activities. So I basically had to live my life around my sister. Now, all the while now, guys, I had everything that I wanted. It was apparent that I was different from the rest of the kids in the hood. Yeah, I didn't have no friggin' life, but I had everything. Like, we never was hungry. Like, whenever I would go over to the other side of Morton Street, them kids was terrible. They looked a hot friggin' mess. Like, I was like, why is he out here with no shoes on? What the hell is that? Like, I didn't experience that, but I had everything, but I had to like maneuver around and sneak around so that I could have a life. So I was good in my core, but because I had to do so much sneaking in order to have a childhood or life, I was considered bad. And it's so funny because, like now that I'm older, my big cousins would be like, Nene, you not like, you a good girl. You a girl. They know. I mean, and even my aunts, they know. I just wanted to have a life. That's all I. So, what was the worst punishment? Listen, here in the DMV, we got these things called go-go's. Okay, awesome things. It's like, picture the greatest euphoric feeling that you could ever feel in your life. And although people outside of the DMV area may not understand it, because they say go-go music ain't nothing but a whole bunch of numbers and names being yelled out over a constant beat. That's what go-go comes from, because the music just go, 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 go. It never stops. And it's like basically off of a steady drum beat. And whenever, I had bad grades, or, I don't know. But when them grades wasn't right, my mother didn't play that stuff high. Even though I wouldn't. Like, as far as school was concerned, y'all, I was the type of person that I get good grades when I feel like it. If I don't feel like getting good grades this year, I ain't getting good grades. Until the principal, talked to my mama and was like, Nene ain't about to pass. And because my mom was so beautiful and young, they did anything. They was like, oh, Miss such and such, what do you want to do with Nene? And she was like, Nene, what you want to do? I said, well, can I only go to school for 3 hours a day? I ain't even had no job. But they love my mom so much. By the way, me and my mother look like, my mother and my grandmother look like twins. But they was like, well, we can do that for you. I was like, she was like, Nene, can you do it? I said, yes. Y'all better know that last semester, child, they was like, you ain't gonna graduate. You better believe I got F's the whole school year. Okay? But you better believe that last semester, boy, straight A's. Like I told you, I do good when I feel like that. Hence the my UDC career, because I got excellent grades. Like I think I graduated with like a 3.5. Yeah, I do what I want. Anyway, guys, the most traumatizing thing, my worst punishment, was when my mama told me I couldn't go to the go-go's. Yeah, my mom had a deal. Okay, look, you helping me out with your sister, your whole life. So what I'm gonna do is you can go to the go-go's. What was it, Friday or Saturday? I forget. It was like my only time to break free and be free legally without sneaking. Yeah, I pissed her off so bad with my grades one semester. And she found out that I was going to the school, but I wasn't going into school. It was no go-go for me. That was traumatizing. You mean I can't go down the street? The go-go is right there, because on Morton Street, the go-go's were, the go-go was right there. It was like right at the corner at Georgia and Morton. And I was like, what? You mean to tell me I can't walk down the street and go to a go-go? Ma, you tripping, Ma, you tripping. So anyway, what did I do during my summers? Again, because I was the part-time parent, my little sister, she went away, could go to like summer camps and pretty much do whatever it is that she wanted to do. But I couldn't really do anything. I had to stay at the home base because who was going to watch my sister during the summertime? So I had to be that person. And don't y'all sit here and stand in judgment like, oh my, her childhood was robbed. No, it wasn't. This is normal BS for a single mother who's working 2 jobs to make sure her children have everything. That's just the name of the friggin' game, And like I said, I pretty much had whatever it is that I wanted. And that's all I have to say. So, what was the best childhood memories? My best childhood memory was going to the go-go. Greatest thing in the world. I can't describe it. If I have any people from the DMV that grew up in the 80s, that experienced going to Cherries, the Black Hole, Celebrity Hall, Panorama Room, the IBEX. It is absolutely the greatest feeling in the world. And I didn't get high. You know, I was old square, but it was a feeling that you just never wanted to end. My favorite toy. My favorite toy was my Sesame Street house. Yeah, I had them everywhere. You know, my dad and my grandmother lived on Capitol Hill. Y'all, I'm so, I know it's strange. I grew up in the hood, but I was so privileged. I can't even explain it. You know, I wasn't privileged like, you know, some of these kids out here in Montgomery County, but yeah, I was very privileged for a DC child. I didn't have my own car because in DC you didn't need your own car. You rode buses everywhere. So yeah, I had a Sesame Street house at my grandmother's house and at my mom's house. In fact, it was always 2 sets of toys. So, and then me being a Black child and your grandmother lives on Capitol Hill, yeah, pretty much like I said, I've been pretty privileged. So the next thing I want to say, number 7 is what was my favorite TV show? I Love Lucy, Soul Train, Happy Days, and Laverne and Shirley. My favorite game to play, I want to say not board game, because I wasn't really good at board games, because I probably would always lose. But and I always lost at this one. But my favorite game to play was tag. You know, like I want to say on Fridays they used to, you know, when we was down Southern Quarters, they used to play a game called Hide and Go Get It. Didn't nobody want to get me because I wore thick glasses. I'm telling y'all, girl. I'm telling y'all, I was an ugly duckling, y'all. So the next thing was I bullied? Yes and no. Because I'm going to say when I was younger, nobody really messed with me because I had big cousins that were, you know, like so attractive. Like I have a cousin named Honey. She, you know, is like beautiful. And everybody had a crush on her. So and even the girls like loved her. I mean, with a name like Honey, how could you not love somebody with a name like Honey? And like whenever the situation came about, it was automatically shut down. Like I think one time somebody tried it and Honey put a, you know, Honey put a stop to that, and you know they didn't mess with no more. And then as I got older, like everybody knew who I was kin to, Mike Tyson, and you know I had a little cousin that was a monster. So nobody really tried it. And plus, even if I didn't have them situations, like I said, people would start or people would try it. And then, like I said, people thought I was a little off. And then they'd be like, oh, no, this girl a little off. Believe that. So then, am I still best friends with my BFF from childhood? Y'all, one day I'm going to make a video with my BFF. Matter of fact, she's on my Facebook. She is my background picture. Me and this girl have been best friends since we were 5 years old. We're now 45. We've been best friends since we were 40. Okay? I mean, we've been best friends for 40 years. That is a cancer. It's crazy to me how all my good Judys are cancers, and they the most moodiest mother suckers in the entire world. I just be looking at her like, "Bitch, you want me to call you back, bitch? Do you need a break, bitch?" And she'd be like, "No. Give me a minute." I'm like, all right, well, hurry up. Get yourself together so we can go get something to eat. But yeah, me and her been best friends for 40 years, guys. And, you know, I be having to tell some people, look, you know, I know you want to, you know, a good friend or good. It ain't me. Because I got a BFF that is out of her mind. She will hunt you down. I'm telling you, them cancers, man, they are super uber protective over their territory, child, and in her mind. I really hope that it might be long. I'm sorry, but I wanted to give some of my subbies an opportunity to know me and my background. And also, I wanted to do this video to acknowledge all the big sisters that had to make sacrifices for their younger siblings, you know, because sometimes we are not appreciated or acknowledged. And majority, 95% of the reason why I decided not to have children was because I said that the life that I could not lead as a child, I was definitely going to lead as an adult. So that shows a lot too. Some of my behavior, okay? Like I wasn't going to, as an adult, I'm not missing out on nothing. If I want to go, then mother suckers, I'm going to go. Subbies that have that rely heavily on their oldest daughters, because y'all, why is it never the big brothers that have to take on the responsibility? Why is it always us? But step back, moms, and look at your daughters and acknowledge them for the help. They are not your babysitter. Say thank you, because believe me, after a while, you feel like your only purpose is to be a babysitter. So acknowledge them. Like, I got a good girlfriend. I got a good girlfriend who got an oldest daughter, and she did that to her daughter. But what she does is like what my mom did. She spoils her daughter. The little girl got everything. She got like sneakers to the ceiling. So, but sometimes you don't have to always buy something. Sometimes acknowledgement is just cool. You know, hey baby, I bought you a cake today because you're special, and thank you for helping me with the boys. Or, hey, baby, you know what? You could stay out an extra hour tonight because, you know, you've been so good to me with the boys. Just make sure you call me. Something. Just acknowledge the help that they give, because let's be honest, you don't want to pay a nanny to take care of the younger siblings. You don't want to do it. You know, ask yourself, are you taking advantage? Just, you know, ask yourself. And, big sisters, give yourself a shout out down in the comments, okay? Now, the same people you meet on the way up are the same people you meet on the way down. YouTubers, let's be good to each other.